everyone. Today I've written down 9 topics I would like to discuss with you. 9. So I need 10 minutes of your time, please. I hope you watch this video until the end. So straight to the topics. Number 1 is visa processing. You know, most times I noticed that, especially this week, I received a lot of messages in my DM and my WhatsApp asking me about visa processing. You know, most people don't even know the difference between visa processing or visa application and all of that. That's why today I want to tell you the difference and why everything is needed. Visa processing is the processing when you apply for visa. Like everything you do in the process of getting a visa is the processing. That is what visa processing is all about. It is not like the moment you say, okay, I'm processing your visa is out already. No, it means we are going through every process to make sure that your visa application is going well. So that is the only thing I can tell you about what visa processing is. The second one is visa advisory services. You know, most times I post on my words like we offer visa advisory services or visa application. Yes, this is true because we do not issue visas. You know, we are not the embassy, neither are we the consulate, or we are the visa officer. So what we do is we help you to process your visa, which takes us back to the number 1 question, number 1 on the list. So we offer you visa advisory service in the sense that we tell you what you're supposed to do if you want your visa application to go well, what you're supposed to do, what documents you need to provide, what things you need to say. For instance, if you're going to the US Embassy, what you need to say, how you are supposed to present yourself. So your application will go smoothly and it increases your chances of getting the visa. It's different from you applying by yourself. Yes, I know most times some people can do it on their own, but sometimes a little mistake you make can lead to visa refusal. So it's advisable you consult a travel consultant who is knowledgeable in that aspect, so they will help you take care of your visa processing. So that is what I have to say about visa advisory services. The third is application fee. You know, most times we say application fee is so amount of money. Yes, it's very important because the reason why we have an office in the first place is to offer you our visa advisory services as professionals. We cannot sit in the office and you come to maybe to the office or you come to the DM, we give you all the information you need and then you go and do it on your own. It makes our own work, okay, like we are doing everything for free. We cannot literally sit in the office and do nothing. So if, imagine you are giving us work to do, you need to pay us. You know, even they said a worker is worthy of his wages. Yes, if you work, you need to receive your payments. Imagine you're working for an organization. You work for 1 month and at the end of the day, you don't get paid. So that's why you see most times they will say visa fee, visa application fee or visa processing fee is this or so amount of money. And most times when we say visa processing fee or visa service fee, it's not like we're talking about when you go to the embassy, you pay visa fee, or maybe your visa fee is included in our processing fee. We are going to let you understand that, okay, this fee you're paying, your visa fee is included, our own service fee is included inside. So imagine most people will be like, okay, so what if I go to the embassy and I don't get my visa? They refuse me. Is there any refund? Please, I would like to ask you this question back. You go to the embassy, you pay visa fee. Do they refund you your visa fee after they refuse your visa? No, they don't. So why should we be putting in our time to process your visa, to do everything, and at the end of the day, maybe you don't get the visa. You expect us to give you a refund of our own labor. You see, that is not possible, right? Or maybe at the end of the day, you go and they give you the visa. Why don't you ask us? Why don't you ask us to refund your money after all your visa is granted? So you know you only pay the visa fee. So you don't have to pay us for the processing, for our labor. You see, right? It's not reasonable enough. So that's why we ask for service fee or visa fee or processing fee. It is very important, please. Even if you feel it's too much, just try to come to an agreement, but don't go all and on and like talk about why should you charge me. This is our job. So thank you. I emphasize on that more because I have so much questions regarding that. As you know, we are not only dealing with visa or ticketing, we do admission abroad, like for schools abroad. For admission, in every country you want to apply for admission, we have what we call admission processing. To process your admission, we need to go through your documents to see what you have and what are your chances of getting admission in this particular school or in this field. And we have to tell you about the school fees involved, the legal fees that you're supposed to pay before or after you get your admission. So most countries, we pay for admission fee to the schools. Some schools, you need to pay them for them to give you an admission, even as an agent. So for us to do that, we need to tell you, okay, this is your admission fee. It will cost you this amount of money, and we make sure everything is clear to you. And trust me, in abroad, hardly they refuse admission. You always get your admission in any country, unless if there's a problem with your documents or the processing, I don't know. So that is it. Secondly, we have the fifth is schooling abroad. Yes, schooling abroad is very, very sweet. Yeah, it's very good to school abroad. It's a very nice thing because it's faster. You know, we don't go on strike abroad. We don't have this, okay, today the teacher is on strike. No, nothing like that. Or the government has not paid, or the school has not paid the teacher, so they're not going to teach. Nothing like that ever happens. Instead, maybe you have a program of 4 years, right? The school gives you, because in 1 year you have 2 semesters. So the school have this kind of special holiday semester they have during the holiday. While your friends are chilling during the holiday, you can decide if you have extra cash to pay and take some courses, maybe 2 to 3 courses during the summer break. We call it summer school. You pay and you take some courses. Imagine you do 2 summer schools, you end up having like a semester out of your 4 years. If you do summer school like 4 times and you take, for instance, 3 courses, 1 year will be gone. So at the end of the day, instead of spending 4 years at the university, you spend just 3 years and you have your undergraduate degree. But this applies for only undergraduates. Masters is maximum of 1 year. Some schools 1.5 or 2 years, depends on the courses. So it's like that. It's not applicable for masters or PhD, just undergraduates. So we have work and study abroad. Yes, this is the most interesting part. You know, most people want to work and school abroad. At the same time, they want to be working and they want to be studying. It is okay to have that kind of mindset and to have that kind of wish. Yes, it's possible. Trust me, like some countries, like you see in Canada, some of their universities, when you get your student visa, when you arrive there during your registration, they give you working permits. You can work legally on the country, like you won't even have to be hiding to work. Countries like Germany, they do that too. But those countries, they don't just give you working permits like that. Maybe I pay $1,000 or $2,000 school fees. No, those schools are quite expensive. Some of them are 16,000 Canadian dollars. By the time you convert those currencies to Naira, it's about 3 to 4 million. In Germany, some schools, they offer scholarship. If your result is good, you can get 100% scholarship. But what they need from you, you need to have at least 8,500 euros to open a German block account. That money will remain in the account on your name until you graduate. They are not going to give you the money back at once. You'll be getting it little by little every month as your monthly allowance. So this is the mystery behind all this 100% scholarship. And even if it is not 100% scholarship, you still need to have that money in your accounts. This is for them to have some kind of insurance that when you come to the country, you will not become a nuisance in their country. At least you can take care of yourself with that money. So it's very important to have that much before you think about going to Germany. But then we have another, like we have some other countries that their tuition fees are less, even some in the Schengen, because most of them want to go to the Schengen area for schools. Yes, places like Poland, like their undergraduate school fees like 3,800 euros. But the problem with them is you cannot pay part payment. You have to pay full payments for the first year before they can give you acceptance letter, because acceptance letter comes after an admission letter. With that acceptance letter, you can now go to the embassy and do your visa processing and all of that. Then we have North Cyprus. In North Cyprus, most of the schools is like 2,500, 2,700, 2,800. The most expensive I can say is 3,099 euros, which is 3,100 euros approximately in 1 year. And in that school, you have to pay 1,500 euros for your first installment deposit payment before you can get visa. So that's after you pay that money, the school will issue an acceptance letter, and then you start your visa processing. By then your name must have gotten to the embassy, because the school will recognize you as one of their students who they are expecting. So they send your name to the embassy. So, and working in North Cyprus, yes, it's possible, but trust me, it's not like the work that you do and pay your school fees. School fees maybe is 1.2 million for 1 year. Trust me, no job will give you that much money here in Cyprus. Yeah, like I said earlier, bigger countries with bigger school fees can do that, but not smaller schools, smaller countries. Not small because it's at least it's big, but the school fees, they don't give resident working permits for students. No, you only have resident permits. So if you get a job, you're on your own. You can work and school at the same time if you have the capacity to combine two things at once. It's possible. Yeah, I won't say you won't really make anything. You will. It's just that it's not something you should rely on to be paying your school fees. It should just be something you use to support yourself and your parents at the end of the day. Then we have tour packages. Yes, tour packages, they help a lot. This kind of packages, when you apply for visa in group, there is every possibility that at least 80% guarantee that you will get the visa, because it's in group that even apply individually. So when you see a tour package and you have a Virgin passport, I would advise you and encourage you to try. If you can afford it, please don't go out of your way. Try to get travel history. If you can afford it comfortably, you can join group tours so you can build travel history. I'm going to go quicker. Visa, we have job visas. Like these ones are basically for working abroad, but then this working abroad is not for all the countries. It's just for maybe countries like Dubai, Oman, or I think Oman, or I don't know, just those kind of countries. But please don't be expecting working visa from maybe Germany or the US. That one takes special grace or special, I don't know, to get that. So this is all I have to say about work visa. But it's possible to have a working visa, which means you are no longer a student, you are going on a working visa. Then the last one on the list is a sure or guaranteed visa packages. Yes, we have something we call 100% guaranteed visa package. This one is not the one we ask in processing fee. Is this one? This is a package. It means we have to do some things like provide some of the supporting documents for you to make sure that your visa comes out 100%. But you know, anything that's 100% means it is expensive. Yes, it might sound expensive, but just try to make sure that at the end of the day you don't get yourself inconvenience in order to get this kind of package. As I said earlier, there is the normal processing, which is we help you, put you through what you should do and what you should not do. But you know, we don't give guarantee on getting visa on that aspect. But if you call it sure visa package, which means the visa is sure you will get it 100%. This one is a topic for another day that I'll talk about in the future when I have requests and that. So this is all I would have to say about this 9 topics I wrote down today, and I hope you learned something from this and you have more idea on how things work. So I just realized I can't put everything down on the written stages on Instagram or my social media pages. That is why I decided to do this video. So it's me, Gloria, reporting live from the office today. Thank you for your time. I'm looking forward to serving you and doing my best for your visa or your admission or your tour package. Anyway, always contact me at +9054 288 That's my call or WhatsApp number, or my Gmail, gloriaedunetwork@gmail.com. Thank you very much. Bye.